My name's Dawn Hydeman, and I'm just recording a short video, a short introduction really, prior to doing some other videos later on this week and over the next coming weeks and probably months, just to sort of talk about how we're doing a little bit at the moment. These are not going to be in-depth videos about certain sorts of like mental health issues, etc. What I thought we could do together is maybe just share some space about how we're feeling, what's going on, and maybe look at different ways of dealing with things that might be a little bit healthier for us. So this one's just gonna be an introduction, really. And then the next one, I thought we could have a look at things like stress and anxiousness, which is something that a lot of us are feeling at the moment and have been for quite some time now, especially with the whole virus situation that we're living with at the moment. And then going forward, a few people that I've been speaking to over the last week have asked me to speak about some certain kind of things. So we can do that, but also I'd like to ask now, really, in this introduction video, if anybody's got anything that they'd like to ask me to talk about, then I'm more than happy to do that. Please do. Because I'm sure if you're thinking it, probably lots of other people are too. So let's support each other in this, me included. So just a little introduction, really. Again, for those people that don't know me, my name is Dawn Hydeman. You can probably tell I'm from Lancashire, and I'm speaking to you from home at the moment because obviously the world's a different place at the moment, and for me, I'm sort of in lockdown, really. Fully, because I'm shielding a family member at the moment, which means that I'm kind of shielding too, so as not to put them at risk. So the videos will either be from, well, one room or another, and maybe the garden if we're lucky. Not we're lucky, I'm lucky if it's a nice day and we can get outside. So I've been working with people for most of my life from being 16. Started off as a nursery nurse and then a youth worker in Lancashire. Blackburn and Darwen, actually, I began. And then went into residential social work, working with, first of all, young women in an independent training unit, and then went on to be a field social worker, got my degree in social work, and worked with all the different service user groups you can think of, from child protection to mental health to physical disabilities and sensory impairment, HIV/AIDS, people really. Just really privileged to have worked in many different settings within local government. Then I went into the third sector and worked for private organisations, etc., for a good sort of other 15 years on top of the 8-10 years that I've worked for local government, in all different sectors, but again working with people. Got a degree in management and really just worked with individuals who had lots of different things going on in their life, lots of barriers to employment, addiction issues, mental health issues, a lot of self-confidence. I think the majority of people that I've been lucky enough to walk beside have had, like many of us, issues with how we feel about ourselves, how valued we feel we are, how much we value ourselves too. And about 12 years ago, I was sitting on Lancashire Suicide Prevention Strategy Board and became aware of something called Mental Health First Aid England, which had just come from Australia into the UK at that time. Long story short, ended up being a mental health first aid instructor, which for me was just an amazing thing, but also a surprise because like this, standing in front of people or sitting in front of people, knowing that they're looking at you and sometimes perhaps judging, I find very difficult. I don't like attention. One-to-one situations, amazing, love them. And I have a degree of confidence, obviously, but not in things like performing or whatever, or acting, or again attention. Don't like it at all. Makes me feel really awkward, and I'm feeling really awkward now. So I am pretending that behind this camera is a human being who's sat in their home and just want to sort of connect with somebody. So that's what I've been doing in my imagination. Hopefully it'll work. So I became a mental health first aid instructor as part of my other roles, and really, because I've always had a passion about suicide prevention and intervention, I kind of wanted to do something about training it within that, if you will. So became what they call a Living Works trainer, which Living Works is one of the leaders in suicide intervention training across the world. Became an assist 2-day suicide intervention trainer. It was quite some years ago now, and then a safe talk trainer, and then again got some more training myself and became a suicide first aid England trainer. And I do lots of bespoke training around mental health, mental ill health, awareness raising, stigma smashing, self-confidence work, self-compassion work. And that's basically what I do. I'm kind of known as the gob on suicide in the area where I live as well, which is something. It kind of sounds a bit like an insult, but I'm really proud of having that kind of moniker. So yeah, I've been asked by quite a few people over the last few weeks to do some sort of videos and blogs and stuff. And it's taken me till now to get the courage to sit on my chair in front of a screen to do the introductory video, but hopefully my confidence will rise. And the way that I'm going to be doing this is just talking. So please email me, message me. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. A lot of people know that anyway. But if you don't, the details of how to contact me will be on the videos. So please do that in the comment section. And if you don't, here's my email address. It's dawn.h.mentalhealth@gmail.com. So please drop me a line if there's anything that you want to ask, anything you want to talk about or whatever, then please do that. Obviously this isn't counselling, nor is it an emergency service or anything, but hopefully it'll be a platform where we can share things together and just be there, have a little community. That's what I've got in my head, and that's what people have asked for, so that's what we're going to try and do. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. Lower working class background. I'm going to try really hard not to swear because I do have a potty mouth, but I'm going to try really hard not to. If I do, please forgive me. I also don't have much of an awareness sometimes of what comes out my mouth, so I'll probably be more surprised than you are about what comes out. So none of this is going to be scripted, none of anything am I going to research. I'm just going to talk, and hopefully that will be helpful to somebody, even if it's just one person, even if it's just encouraging one person to be a bit gentler with themselves, or to make a phone call to a helpline, or to make an appointment to see the GP if they're struggling. Then I'm going to be happy with that, and it'll be worth the sort of nerves that I'm feeling at the moment. So yeah, looking forward to talking with you, listening to you, and all is well. Thank you.